Living in a van or a camper, especially in the winter, can be really exhausting sometimes. And while we really loved this lifestyle, lately we've been finding ourselves feeling really burnt out. I've noticed my general emotional response to even the little inconveniences has been growing more severe over time. And after 5 years of tiny living, we think it might be time for a change. No! Let's try this again. We've found a lot of beauty in the simplicity of this lifestyle. Slow moments spent intentionally as a family, and we really hope to carry that love for simple living with us for the rest of our lives. But we've really landed somewhere that feels like home to us, and for the first time in a while, we've found ourselves craving the comforts of a home. So, we decided to take a look at a few. And it goes all the way back, yeah, to the house behind us. Oh look, the exposed brick, that's cool. Our biggest concern is the electrical is very obviously out of code, so that would kind of be a big hurdle as far as financing goes. So there's one other in the area that's listed at $299, which is definitely a bit out of our budget, but we're gonna go take a look just because we're here. This is definitely dream house vibes. Good little storage closet. On a tension rod. That's a nice bathtub though. It's got a bidet, very fancy.
It's in good shape and usable.
I like all the built-ins in this house though. There's a lot of storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this house has like 4 bedrooms, I think, from what I remember. Funky. The stairs are carpeted. The dogs will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Those are steep stairs though. I love this mirror. The house hunt continues. We actually ended up placing an offer on the last house that we looked at. The first major step obviously was our pre-approval. I was very stressed out about the pre-approval. We got that, and then we found the house that we thought was absolutely perfect for us, everything we were looking for in the area that we liked. A bit out of our budget, but had been on the market for a long time, so we were really hopeful that they would come down, and that just was not the case. So we're kind of back at the drawing board. We are out looking at houses again today. We have 3 showings that I'll bring you guys along for. Out of the 3 today, 2 of them are on the smaller side, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. They're a little bit lower on price point, so I thought we'd take a look, but there's one in particular that we're looking at today that I'm really keen on. The one house today that we're going to look at that I'm really excited about, we did learn it is agent owned, which often means it was a investor flip. So we're going to be very cautious as we look at it to make sure that all of the renovations and everything were done well. Oftentimes with flips, people will cut corners and you end up having to redo a lot of the work later down the road. It also was under contract at one point and the contract fell through. So I have this kind of like weird, maybe gut feeling that something may have popped up in the inspection. So other than that, while we were in the city, I did stop at a thrift store. I know we don't have a house yet, but I found a few things for our future house that I snagged. Honestly, we're just so ready to be in a house that I'm like starting to get really antsy at how long this process is gonna take, especially since we haven't even found the house yet, and then we have another 30 days likely until closing. This is just gonna be a bit of a struggle for me as like a high anxiety, like quick to action type of person. So this is how I'm dealing with it. I'm thrifting things for the house so that when we move in, I have lots of little trinkets I can start to hang up and make it feel like home. But this beautiful little sun hook for $1, you guys, $1. Absolutely incredible. I also picked up 2 picture frames. I really like the idea of doing a gallery wall on one of the walls in our home. And we had some really beautiful portraits taken by a photographer out of Salt Lake last year that I'm obsessed with. And I can't wait to be able to have a place to hang some of those memories and some memories from the road probably too, up in our home. So that's what I got at the thrift store. Josh is just running to the hardware store really quick. Our showing is at 2 o'clock. The hardest part for me about this is just having to wait like week on week because we only have Fridays and Saturdays to go look at homes, and a lot of them, since people still live in them, you have to make appointments and everything. So it just feels like I spend my whole work week like anxious for the weekend to like get back into the house buying process. I really just wish it was something that we could just like get done, but this is gonna be a great growing and learning experience for me because it's definitely challenging me in a lot of new ways. We just got to the first house. The weather today is terrible. Backyard is cute, but there's definitely some water damage around the bottom side of the exterior, which is a pretty big red flag right out of the gate. This one definitely looked nicer in the pictures. Huge gape in the floor here. That one was like an immediate no. That was a huge, huge gape in the floor, and it was like really, really soft and like kind of soggy. So we know there's a foundational problem and probably some pretty extensive water damage, which could also mean there's a good amount of mold in the house as well. So hard pass, on to the next. It's a teeny bathtub. Could you even fit in there? You have to take your shower on this side. I love these doors. It's really cool. Wow, the windows up here are amazing. Very cool space. This is a 2-bedroom house, so there are less rooms, but this room is massive. And this window, you guys. Bedroom number 2. That's weird. I have never seen that before. I honestly was not expecting a lot from that house from like what I saw in the listing. It was probably my least favorite, but I actually like that one substantially more than the first one that we looked at. The upstairs bedroom with that window was really neat, and it's coming in a lot under budget for us. So it would give us the opportunity to really make the space our own and do a bigger renovation project. So something to keep in mind. I love the windows on either side. Those are fun. And the built-in is really pretty. What the heck? Look at the bottom base of that built-in. What is that? Like rocks? Is that insulation back there? Or just foam? It's weird. This one's a little funky. Has 2 doors, so it goes into the hallway towards the front of the house and the kitchen. And this house is 1 bath, but I love the bathtub. These windows are so big and beautiful. The ceiling detail in here. Look at little handles. Oh, interesting. Don't know if I love that. I like that. It's really open compared to the other kitchens in the other homes we looked at. We got a last minute showing at 2 more houses because I just was not accepting defeat today while we're here. And the one we just looked at is really, really nice. Definitely feels the best out of the ones we've looked at in this area so far. It's towards the higher end of our budget, but it feels like it would be a good home for us to grow into over time. And it's in relatively good shape for us to move in right away. We were toying around with the idea of putting an offer on this one, but we have 1 more to see. We are officially putting in another offer. Of the last 5 houses that we looked at, leave a comment below which of the 5 that you think we're putting an offer on. I'm so excited and nervous. This process is just really overwhelming, and I'm dealing with a lot more anxiety about all of it than I was really expecting. So I think I'm gonna leave you guys here for the week as we kind of like wait out. Again, we have to like hear back on everything, get our inspection all set up, and all that good stuff. So everything takes a little bit of time. So this is gonna be a 2-part video, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and check back next week to see which house we put an offer on. I'm so excited to move forward with the rest of the process and settle into our forever home.
The sun will